Leith, no doubt it was a real good addition to your season to have picked up the ride on Two Illicit. Tell me what you learnt about the horse in that last win.
Yeah, look, obviously it was really good to pick up the ride on her, and I had a good chat to Vinny before I rode her that day, and look, she's got a couple of little quirks, but no, it was good to have the experience, and can't wait to get back onto a good track today.
Tell me about those quirks and how you handle those.
Vinny just said, look, she doesn't jump big in the best, but look, her work, I've talked to him again this week, and he's really happy with the way she's worked. He said her work's been spot on. So, look, Vinny's given me a lot of confidence for today's race, and yeah, I can't wait for it actually.
What were your thoughts after this race and your first sit on her? What kind of feeling does she give you?
Yeah, look, she had a lot of weight that day, and she sort of got there within a couple of strides, really, and she was never from the top of the straight. She always gave me a feel that she was going to be too good. So, look, like I said, I'm looking excited to riding in today on a firm track.
And tell me about stepping up to the mile. Obviously, with her getting over a Derby trip as a 3-year-old, that would add to the confidence as well.
Yeah, exactly. Probably her main goals maybe the last leg. But in saying that, by all reports, her work's been first class this week, and fingers crossed she's going to be right in the thick of things at the finish.
Have you thought about tactics and what in a dream world, what you'd like to happen?
Well, the two favourites are drawn inside me, so the dream world would be just to follow them, hold on to their tails, and get out late and get over top of them. So, things obviously can go from plan A to B pretty quick, but she's got the perfect draw to just park in a couple of lengths behind the leaders. So, hopefully she jumps out good today and puts herself there.
You've also got a pretty plum ride in the Hawke's Bay Guineas and Aegon, another horse who was just unbelievable in that debut win at Taupo, and no doubt that's something to get excited about as well.
Yeah, exactly. Look, Andrew's really happy with how he's going. He's got a really good turn of foot that he showed at Taupo, and hopefully he can replicate that today.
I just felt when you look at that replay of him, if he gets that far back as he did on debut today at this kind of grade, it's going to make it really hard for him, isn't it?
Yeah, and saying that, he showed a pretty good turn of foot that day, and that was at Taupo. So obviously the longer straight's going to aid him a bit better today, and I know the connections are pretty happy going into this race.
You've got a couple of nice rides coming up for Nigel Tiley on the programme at Hawke's Bay this afternoon. One of them in the second race of the day is Alpha Charlie. How's that form around Ranger, which Ranger's 250 and 380 in the market, so that's got to be a plus for this one. Yeah, look, he's got a tricky gate. He's drawn the outside. He's his first time in blinkers today, but I know Nigel's happy with how he's going, so hopefully there's some improvement in his last run. You rode him on debut and he's just had the 2 starts today. What was your impression of the horse? Do you think he can progress on and get that first win now? Yeah, he's a really nice big sort of horse. Probably eventually he's going to be a stayer, but I've got no qualms that he can hit the line late today. And you've also got Melt, which is another ride for Nigel Tiley. And we know Melt at her best, well, she's going to be pretty hard to beat. And I think last time you sat on her at the races, you were second in a Group 1 behind Avantage. So I'm sure you'll be hoping to repeat that and get right back up to that kind of a level. Yeah, she got beat by a good horse that day. And no, it's great to be back on it today. And, she's had one fresh up run. She was sort of... didn't have a hard race. She got knocked around a little bit, but I know Nigel's happy how she is today, so fingers crossed. And it's another tricky barrier, isn't it, Leith? You know her well. What do you want to do with her in the race? Ride it quiet and see if she can get a nice clear run in the straight. Well, thanks so much for your time today. You've got a great book of rides. What's the one that you think can do the job and get the win of your rides this afternoon? Hopefully both the feature races, Emily, be quite nice to go home, but... yeah, I'm happy to be on both of them. So that's Leith Innes' thoughts around his book of rides. There you are, the Alpha Charlie in race number 2, race 6 Melt, and then you've got race 7 Agon, and then race number 9, the feature, the Group 1 Windsor Park Plate, Two Illicit. And Leith doesn't give away too much, but from what he was saying, he's pretty excited, I'd say, to be jumping on Two Illicit. And all reports from the connections is that she's doing really well and is primed and ready for her first Group 1 weight for age assignment.